Yeah. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hate? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge it. Not giving it back. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge it. Come on, damn. Got it off the block, forming a dynasty from a rock. Ain't back in the cut, press play, can't get enough. Yo, let's chop it up in every location. A Bearded conversation, opportunity keep knocking like child support payments. Started from the bottom like basements, now we famous. Podcast official, the topic will probably hit you from a distance like a pistol. Subscribe so you can listen to survival of the fittest. We talking it how we living it. Rolling like a dealership, managing several businesses. T-shirts, podcast, no, you don't need a membership. Just follow us on YouTube, knowledge supreme, infinite. Chicago got a different exotic. Let's talk about it. Going live, set your notifications so you can holler or leave it in the comments. Debate it, just being honest. Chicago topics, roll ride feuds. We supersonic, big gang is conquer. Circle back round like every week. Tell a friend off the block is where we meet. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Got it off the block, giving it back to hood lovers. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Got it off the block, giving it back. Come on. The hood lovers. Giving it back. The hood lovers. Broadcasting live. Off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back.
Yo, what's going on, my people? What's happening, man? Hey, man, y'all know what it is. Welcome to another episode of Bearded Conversation. Today is Manday. We in the building. We are in the building, man. You feel me? Big shout out to my Chicago Bears. Big shout out to the LA Rams, you know what I'm saying, for doing that thing. You know what I'm talking about in the OT. Hey, man, big shout out to all the fellas out there. How the fellas doing? You know what I'm talking about? It is Manday. Big ups to all the goddesses, too. You know what I'm saying? The goddesses, how the goddesses doing. You know what I'm saying? Peace, love, and abundance to everybody. Hey, man, y'all know what it is, man. You know what time it is, man. It's time for that good old conversation. Hey, check it out. Hey, Damien, what up, my boy? How you feeling? You feel me? I feel good. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, listen, man, first and foremost, big ups to all my followers, fans, viewers, and subscribers. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video, and thumb it up as well. Hey, man, listen, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. Man, you know what I'm talking about, man? I ain't seen to knock that 1K yet, man. I don't know, man. You know, people subscribed and unsubscribe and then subscribe and unsubscribe. Listen, man, it's free. Give me a sub. It's free, and I love everybody. You know what I'm talking about? I love everybody. Big shout out to all my Twitch and Facebook supporters as well. Make sure y'all drop me a like and share over there. And if you get time, come on over here on YouTube and, excuse me, do the same thing. Damien, what's happening? He said, he's going through some shit, man. Sorry to hear that, brother. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you know, not to get all in your business, you ain't got to expose nothing, but you know what I'm saying, you know, that's what I do, bro. You know, well, you know, I try to provide a safe space and place, you know what I'm saying, for people to come if you need to vent and talk about some shit. You feel me? I can just listen or not. I'm not, you know, pushing the pressure. That ain't what I'm doing. You know, I know just sometimes, you know, it's always good to, you know, have somebody to talk to or listen to. You feel me? But yeah, man. So big ups to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Also, man. Secondly, big ups to all my kings and all my goddesses that's moderators on the channel. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Without y'all, we wouldn't be able to do what we do here on the channel. So big ups to y'all. Hey, man, y'all know what it is, man. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what it is. But yeah, but whatever it is, though, Damien, man, I hope, you know what I'm saying, the situation and, you know what I'm saying, things be okay for you, brother. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, just gotta, you know what I'm saying, weather through the storm, like as they say. You feel me? But yeah, man, y'all know how I like to start off every show, man. Let's keep everybody in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. And one last time, y'all, let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. And do your boy a favor.
Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man.
Like he said, you feel me, like the video. You know what I'm talking about? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Man. Also, man, that's people we're cordial with, people we come in contact with on a daily day basis. You know what I'm saying? Our family, our students' families, and more especially our Bearded Conversation family, our Bearded Studios, our Bearded Lounge, and our Bearded Tabernacle, and also our Bearded Midday Combo family. You feel me? Also, man, don't forget we need to be you know what I'm saying? These 5 key components of life, you know what I'm saying? We need to start mastering these right now. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. And one last time for those in the back, that was love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. And don't forget to sprinkle a little, you know what I'm talking about, support on top of that, man. You footed that thing because a little support go a long, 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 long way. If you don't believe me, try it out. If it don't work, come on back. We can talk about it. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? That's what we like to do here. Listen, y'all, this is an open platform, open forum. The link is in the chat. If anybody want to come up on the panel and talk a little ish with your boy, please feel free to do so. If not, you can stay in the chat. Listen, all walks of life are welcome. Ladies are welcome. The guys are welcome as long as you're respectable in your discourse and, you know what I'm saying, to show the proper decorum. You're more than welcome to come up and voice your opinion, you know what I'm saying? And maybe it's some things that, you know, maybe we not up on or maybe we need to hear. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, socially, you know what I'm saying, as a community, you know, some things we need to be addressing. And if you got some of these things, you know, bring them up. Let's talk about it. Let's build upon it, and let's see, you know what I'm saying, what we can do to, you know what I'm saying, get that together and get it out there, and, you know what I'm saying, make it start working for us. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is, man. Get on up here and hit that Joan if y'all want to. He's like, TikTok is at 50 followers now. Just got to keep grinding. Yeah, man, that TikTok thing, man. Now, you know, I feel back off TikTok. I might need to go ahead and jump back down on it. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? But let me get to this, man, before we do anything else. The thoughts, views, and opinions of Bearded Conversations are the thoughts, views, and opinions of me right now. The thoughts, views, and opinions of Bearded Conversation are the thoughts, views, and opinions of me right now. I don't mean to hurt, to harm, or to offend. I don't mean to hurt, to harm, or to offend. This video stream is for informational, educational, and edutainment purposes only. Once again, this video stream is for informational, educational, and edutainment purposes only, with the underline and undertone on edutainment, so we do emphasize and stress edutainment. Please do not take any advice given or anything shown on this video stream for face value without consulting the proper professional that suits your specific needs. Please do your due diligence. Please do your proper vet work and research, and don't forget to get that second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth opinion, because we don't want you going out here starting no revolts, robbing no banks, or telling your boss what he or she can take, how they can turn it sideways, and where to put it. Nah. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Don't do that at our expense, because we don't want the wrong thing happening to you. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We can go ahead and get that out the way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but what's happening, man? What's happening, my people? What's happening? What's going on, man? What's going on? How the fellas doing? How the ladies doing? How the fam doing? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Man, I got some good news, man. You know what I'm saying? Got me a new job. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to travel as far to work no more. It's down the street from the house. You know what I'm saying? Which is a good thing. You feel me? So, you know what I'm talking about? I got to see how things go when I get in there, and see how things operate before I let y'all know if I'm rocking with it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You know, I might have made a switch, but you know how it go, man. It is what it is. But we gonna see what it do, and we gonna make it work. You know what I'm saying? Man, so that's that. But moving forward though, man, what's going on with my peoples, man? We got some peoples in the building, man. Do your boy a favor.
Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man.
Okay. Oh shit, Elon Musk out here donating 10 million to motherfuckers and shit. Okay. But yeah, man, what y'all got going on? I don't know what my people got going on. You know what I'm saying? My people's got going on. Let me see what Donald Trump talking about. Donald Trump signs MLK Day proclamation faces criticism for some groups. You know, Donald Trump been trying to get rid of MLK. You know what I'm saying? The celebrating of his birthday. That's a national holiday. President Donald Trump recognized January 19, 2026 as Martin Luther King Day through an official proclamation calling Americans recommitment, calling on Americans to recommit themselves, to Dr. King's dream after he faced criticism for some civil rights groups earlier in the day. I ain't bad. As president, I am steadfastly committed to ensuring that our country will be always guided by the same principles that Dr. King defended throughout his life. I'm laughing because this is the same guy that says we finna run in here and fuck off Greenland. You feel me? This is the same guy that said, I like the Dutch, but what he hey man, hey, Donald Trump is a fool, man. What is going? Oh, he said been going through it, bro. Hoping this music pop off, man. Just got to keep my head straight. You feel me? Yeah, I feel you, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Just keep working hard at your craft, man. And then listen. And it ain't about the music, bro. It's about you. You feel? You know what I'm saying? I know you want the music to pop. I'm not saying that your music ain't gonna pop and that you're not talented, you're not good. But focus on you, bro. You feel me? Get yourself together, bro. Not saying that you're not, but I'm just saying, like, really, you know what I'm saying? Just trust you. You know what I'm saying? If you got something you got going on, just stay focused, committed, and convicted, and steadfast on the plan and on your journey, bro. And just make sure you focusing on you. You know what I'm saying? Every step of the way. Don't forget it's all about you. You know what I'm saying? Every step that you take towards reaching, the goal that you want to reach, just know it's about you. So if you're not working on you and you're just trying to get there, you know what I'm saying? When you get there, it ain't gonna be, what you think it is. You feel not saying that that's what's on your mind, but I just want you to know that you are important as an individual. Everyone out there is important as an individual, man. If y'all out here trying to achieve y'all goals and busting your motherfucking yeah, okay, yeah, we pass busting your motherfucking head against the wall, you know what I'm saying? And against the ceilings and shit and the doors and the window panes and everything in between, trying to, what I'm saying, grind. Get to where you got, man, just take care of yourself. Just know you are important, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why this is Manly Man Day, especially for the fellas. And I'm glad that I'm not glad that you having issues and worries, but I'm glad that you was able to come up here and, be able to, share that with us, man, because everybody go through some shit. I was just talking to my son today, man, about, this job change and, what I'm saying, the advantages and things that, what I'm saying, regardless of what I got to go through, I ain't even thinking about that. I'm just thinking about the advantages. You feel me? So when I'm saying take care of you, I'm also saying that to myself. That's why I said, I'm gonna let y'all know how, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to do things too hastily. Even if it can be potentially uh bettering to, what I'm saying, what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's like, okay, we need to be a little bit more patient and wait for what's coming to us, And I'm not saying that that's what you're doing, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking overall in general, you know what I'm saying? But I feel you, bro. Yeah, but man, shit, like I said, I was just talking to my son about, now, what I'm saying, things should be different and hopefully things should get a little bit better, you know what I'm saying? What we doing and what we got going on, like I want to be able to, send them to camps and stuff like that. I didn't even say that to him. I said other things as far as like bills and I didn't want to drill that in his head, but you know what I'm saying? But then I got off of that and then I started having a personal conversation with her because, we was talking about the Bears game and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Just talking, you know what I'm saying? Like just good conversation, you know what I'm saying? I believe that's important, man. He's 14, so we do that. My 16-year-old, my daughter, she texts me constantly. I'll be back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's always good to communicate with your kids and shit like that. And also with others, man. You know what I'm saying? Being able to, talk to people and you know what I'm saying? Maybe not, I don't want to use the word effectively communicate because, sometimes, that don't always work out, but just to being able to open up, period, you know what I'm saying? And just, talking through shit like, yeah, man, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That is a good thing, man. I hope y'all hitting that damn like button for y'all get it big here. Man, my little cousin out there, man, in Arizona, they getting their ass whooped right now. You know what I'm saying? Getting their ass whooped right now. But yeah, I don't want to read about Trump. Trump is off the chain. Hey man, I seen something earlier that I wanted. Yeah, this is it right here, y'all. Check this shit out. A Pennsylvania boy 11 shoots his dad over taking away his Nintendo. Police say. What the fuck, man? Wait a minute. 11-year-old shorty, man. First of all, like, see, and we hear so like just like with the brother that fell asleep with his baby. He had his 2-year-old and it's like I think it was like 8 or 11 month-year-old baby. You know what I'm saying? The baby was on his, you know what I'm saying, on him. He had his gun and I guess apparently he was laying in the bed and the gun fell out his pocket. And then 2-year-old, I think, picked the gun up and pulled it and shot himself in the arm type shit. And it just be a lot of, situations with kids and getting to these guns and shit like that. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Just like the little chick that had the boyfriend come over to the crib and I'm always saying this, like, why if you at home or if you with your girl, why you still got the clip in the gun any fucking way? You know what I'm saying? Why you even got one in the chamber any fucking way? If you out somewhere where you thinking you safe and you're not, and I'm not encouraging and I'm not pushing this type of shit or this lifestyle at all. That's not what I'm saying. But just, you know what I'm saying, in the mindset of, don't get me wrong, I understand too, like if you involved, like deeply involved and you never know what the fucking go on. But if you're inside of the house where you think ain't nobody, I get it. You don't want to be too, but come on, man. If it's children around, you got to take proper precautions, man. Yeah, even if it's detrimental to your safety, you feel. But then one could be like, well, shit, if I got it, I could maybe say it because if a motherfucker coming in at me and they might accidentally, man, it's a lot of if, ands, or buts, right? So to avoid all that shit, at the end of the day, you feel me? Because that's what needs to be done is avoidance of the bullshit, of the madness, of the chaos. You know what I'm saying? The avoidance, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, so we ain't got to go back and forth and understand this and understand that and see this and see that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I get, see, and again, I'm steady trying to get into it. Like I get it, but no, but just to avoid it, man. Like certain shit, man, that shit, I feel you, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody say certain shit ain't for everybody. That's not true. You feel it can be for you if you indulge in it, but goddamn it, that don't mean you have to indulge in it. So just like you indulged in this shit, you can take yourself up out of it. But sometimes that can be hard to try to remove yourself from situations like that. But anyway, man, this 11-year-old bullshit is that. But see, with just the attitude, like you gonna shoot your father, bro, because he took a Nintendo game from you. Like what is happening with kids nowadays? So, a quiet central Pennsylvania community is struggling to comprehend a tragic crime that unfolded inside a home where 11-year-old Clayton Dietz is accused of shooting his father dead, damn, following an argument over a video game. The shooting happened after the family celebrated the boy's birthday. Okay, so this is birthday. You know what I'm saying? Everybody having fun. We happy and shit. They getting it in. Miss Sophia, to you, what's going on? Two Hills SDS. Hey, let me pause. Listen, man. Hey, station identification, man. We in the place to be, man. My boy Two Hills SDS is in the building, man. Hey, listen. Put the link to the program in the chat, my boy. Make sure you put the link in that. Hey, man, make sure y'all go tap into Two Hills and a beard. You feel me? And check out me, John, and my boy Mike, man. You know what I'm saying? They done made me official co-host on the show, Two Hills and the Beard. You feel me? Hey, man, I got with my youngin', man. You know what I'm saying? And John, man, we be over there talking that ish. You know what I'm saying? On the wrestling side of the game for all my fans out there, the people that's tuning in and that's going to tune in a little bit later, man. Listen, if y'all enjoy wrestling, if y'all enjoy commentary on wrestling, y'all want the updates, man, and what it could be and the possibilities, make sure y'all tap in to Two Hills and the Beard, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you drop that link in the chat, Brody. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you let them know when we come on. You feel me? Miss Sophia, how are you? Goddess, how are you? Taylor Craig here. What's going on? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I am doing good. How everybody out there doing, man? You know what I'm saying? How's everybody out there doing? I'm doing real good, man. And, I'm hanging in there. You know what I'm saying? Announcement, you know what I'm saying? I got a new job, you know what I'm saying? So things is looking up, things is looking better. So I mean, man, that's all I can ask for, man. You know what I'm saying? They say you look like Kamala, the Ugandan. That was funny. But yeah, do your boy a favor, man. I'm glad I look like Kamala. I probably kind of do a little bit. I think I'm getting a little chunky, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man.
Yeah, like he said, you feel me? Yeah, I'm getting a little chunky, my boy. So I feel you. I might fuck around and do look like a model. You know what I'm talking about? We say it's cold outside. We have 8 inches of snow, and we're getting more Thursday and Friday. You saying it's cold outside? Is that what you said? You know I'm in Chicago, right? You do know I'm in Chicago, right? You know, last time I looked, it was 6 degrees. Hold on. Then we're gonna get back to this little boy. Yeah, so it's 6 degrees right now. You know what I'm saying? So the real feel got to be -6 or 7 or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That what it oh I'm sorry, I'm being nice. This is the real feel outside feel like it's -10 degrees. No bullshit. Check it and look it up. You hear me? It's cold in the bitch. Hey man, that's the link right there, man. Hey, listen, man. We trying to get people over there, man. Even if you don't like wrestling, man, go over there and sub up to the channel, man. You know what I'm saying? If you got kids, I know your kids like wrestling, man. You know what I'm saying? Or older kids, because I know the little kids might not keep up. Well, we be surprised. Send them on over there. You know what I'm saying? Turn us on and, you know what I'm saying? Sit the phone down or the tablet down in front of them. You know what I'm saying? They'll figure it out. You hear? They'll figure it out. You say it's -4 degrees here. You say it feels like it's -35. Where you at, Taylor? Where you at? It ain't that. Where you at, Taylor? Where you at? Where you at? You on the North Pole around this motherfucker -35? You got me be about 25 degrees on the negative side. God damn. Where you at, child? Yeah. Damn. That's burr. That's real burr. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be cold outside, man. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh shit, -11. We just went to -11. We just went to we creeping. We're creeping up on you, Taylor. We creeping. We just went -11. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me finish this. So investigators allege that the deadly confrontation was triggered after Clayton Deeks became enraged when his Nintendo Switch was taken away as punishment. The shooting occurred just after 3 a.m. Tuesday inside of a home and what is that? Duncannon Borough, a small town near Harrisburg, according to the police. Now, but it was his birthday. What the hell? Boy, you fuck you in Minnesota? Ah, upper part of Minnesota. Okay, you all there back in Canada. You know what I'm saying? But what the fuck did he do? Like, bro, like it was your birthday, bro. What did you do? Like, you know what I'm saying? To get your game took, man. You must have been wilding. You know what I'm saying? Wilding. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? But still, I'm not making no excuse because that's just crazy, man. That you didn't shoot your damn daddy over the Nintendo Switch. That's crazy work. Pennsylvania State Police troopers say they were dispatched to South Market Street residents for a report of an unresponsive male inside of the home. Officers found 42-year-old Douglas Dietz lying in bed with a fatal gunshot wound to the head. What the fuck? Man, what was the wife? He was pronounced dead at the scene. Court records describe a disturbing sequence of events inside of the house, which investigators say began hours earlier after what had been a birthday celebration for the child. Damn, look at the boy. The boy don't even look like the boy. If you look at him, well, you know what? I'm gonna take that back. Shorty do look a little psycho. I, I ain't trying to be like that, but he do look a little psycho. This is crazy, bro. Hey, damn. He shot his daddy in the fucking head, bro. According to the criminal affidavit, the Pennsylvania boy's mother told the police there was a gun. There was a gun safe located in the bedroom, but said she didn't know where the key to the safe was kept. Investigators later learned that the child allegedly located the key himself. The affidavit states that the Clayton told troopers he found the keys inside of his father's drawer. See, why the fuck is it? See, and then don't be that careless too, bro. Now I get you because you know you did have a gun in the safe. You feel me? You know, don't put the keys in the drawer. You know, you keep the keys in your pocket or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I have a Nintendo 64. I'm playing on that until I have to go to the ER to get an X-ray. Oh my goodness! I hope you all right. I hope you all right. But yeah, but shit. Let me take that back. Yeah, but you know, you don't. And I understand, man. 11-year-old shorty shouldn't be in the room probing and priving, in his mother's and father's room any damn way to be doing all that. So he must have been some type of mischievous, devious ass little. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? Like, cause this is crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he found the key and apparently just went in the safe. I'm assuming what happened. But damn, how sleep was you? Didn't nobody know? What was people? Where was the mother at? This is what I want to know. Where was the mama at? You know what I'm saying? She know a lot, but she don't know enough. Like, where was she at doing all this? That's crazy. So Shorty got to the key. So Pennsylvania police alleged that the boy unlocked the gun safe while searching for his Nintendo Switch. Inside the safe, investigators say he found the firearm. According to the court document, the child removed the gun, loaded it with ammunition, and then walked up to his father and shot him in the head. What the fuck?
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Mm, mm, mm. Loaded his loaded loaded it with ammunition and then walked to his father's side of the bed. Your side, your side, your side, your side of the bed. He said the affidavit alleged that the boy pulled back the hammer and fired a single shot round into his father's head while he slept. Investigators wrote that the child admitted he had his father in mind when he pulled the trigger. So that mean what the fuck? So why you just didn't keep searching for the damn game, bro? Like you really had that much malicious intent for your father taking your goddamn video game, bro? It's crazy. When questioned about what he believed would happen after firing the weapon, investigators said the boy told them that he was angry and that he had not thought about that. Okay, okay. But see, no, see, that's bullshit. Because y'all come on, man. Because kids, I get it because they're 11 and none of that. Come on, man. You play Call of Duty, you know what guns are, you know how the harm guns can do. And fuck that. If that was the case, why you ain't shoot? But see, it just, but I'm just saying, not shoot them at all. But come on, if you ain't think about that, why would you shoot them in the head then? If you, come on, man. Like, no, man. I don't know. Oh shit. That's, mm. And maybe he didn't. Shit. Douglas Deet's wife awoke moments later to a noise that the smell of the smell of what she initially believed were fireworks. When she turned on the bedroom light, she discovered the blood. Realized her husband had been shot. Authorities said the boy then entered the room and told her daddy's dead. Later adding, "I killed daddy." Wow, that's crazy. Mm, Police noted that Douglas and his wife adopted Clayton in 28. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Oakley dokley. Oakley dokley. You know what I'm saying? We get it now. You know what I'm saying? We get it now. So, but they didn't have the boy for a long time. You know what I'm saying? They said they adopted him in 2018. So he's 11. So he just recently turned 11. You know what I'm saying? 18, so he's about 3 or some shit. 2 or 3 maybe. Got him. So it says neighbor described the family as quiet and well-liked, expressing shock that such violence could occur inside the home. One resident said that the tragedy was something in the community never expected to witness. Psycho shit. State That shit you say when the whole community psycho. State police took the boy into custody at the scene and charged him with criminal homicide. He was denied bail and is currently being held in a Perry County prison in Pennsylvania. A court hearing on the case is scheduled for this Thursday. Damn, so they damn, they locked him up, didn't even give him a bail or nothing, huh? Like they probably got him tucked away somewhere though. You know what I'm saying? That's some juvenile. I doubt if they got him, you know what I'm saying? In a jumpsuit and, talking about in the bullpen with my I don't think they did that. So as the investigation continues, what's the investigation? He admitted to it. The Pennsylvania case has intensified scrutiny over firearm storage and accessing homes with children. For the Buchanan community, the focus remains on the devastating reality left behind: a father killed in his own bed, a child facing homicide charges, and a family forever changed by a moment of anger that ended in an irreversible loss. And that's true. You feel me? Cause I feel like this. Shorty, you could have just kept looking for your game. You feel me? If you know he took the game, you could have just kept looking for your game. You know what I'm saying? And took your game back, 'cause that's what you was doing. Like, you just went too far. You know what I'm saying? You went too far with that. I do think you went too far with that. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Condolences to the family, because yeah, that's just a bit much. You know what I'm saying? That's a bit much. Mm. Wow. What y'all think about that? That's crazy, man. What y'all think about that, man? Your parents. Where my parents at, man? You take your kid game ways at. I do too. My cat is currently laying on me. He has a bunch of nicknames. Yeah, what y'all think about that as a parent? Like, how alarming is that as a parent? You do everything for your child. You know what I'm saying? And you try to punish or discipline the child without being physical, putting your hands on them or her, for that matter. You take a game, and that's the first thing we say, man. Take the game, take the phone. You know what I'm saying? Take them privileges away. Because that's the easiest thing. And I don't want to put my hands on you. I don't want to be physical. I want you to call DCFS, because then they're gonna take you all this shit, come in, investigate. Then they're gonna be all in my business. It's just a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially for people who know they're good parents and doing the best that they can with what they got, and they are providing. You know what I'm saying? And you just got a child that's just woo. Saying sometimes that could be hard. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why I say, you take a video game or you take a phone, or what I'm saying, you take away some of their privileges, but you're not thinking that, what I'm saying, the child is going to be that rebellious and that rebellious and that malicious as to go inside of the safe, don't find the game, but find a gun, load the gun. You feel me? Because white. I'm sorry, this is a little white boy. White folk like to, what I'm saying, take their kids out there hunting at the age of 5, 4, 3, you know what I'm saying, and teach them how to oil and clean and shoot, I'm talking about, up the bell. But it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that's the case, and that's what happened with this young man. But again, like man, this shit is amazing. Like, what the fuck are we doing? And again, I listen. I don't give a hell because it's a white man and a little white boy. And no, this shit is still it's insane. All like, what type of people are we? We get up on these platforms. I'm sorry. We tear down other races. We tear down other people as individuals in general. We speak out or speak bad about things that we don't know about. And then when you try to, inform people who don't know about certain things, and it's like, well, what's the point? Because they still don't listen. They still not internalizing the conversation, and it's just, they focus on what they believe when you're not, and I'm trying to do what I'm doing this. So if I'm doing this, I can kind of tell you, and then you're going to tell me that I'm not this and I'm not that. And that's cool. You can say that because certain people have a central lack of, what I'm saying, of comprehension and understanding at times. And that's cool, due to certain indoctrination. And I'm just speaking in general. No, nobody specifically, or, just in general. But yeah, man, like, ugh. Yeah, but what the fuck are we doing as a people, man? Like, we really got to get it together. We really got to figure this thing called life out, man. Like my Uncle P always say, man, humans are so insignificant. You know what I'm saying? On the vast scale of the universe. in the grand scale of things. You know what I'm saying? In this picture of the universe still continuing, even when we're not going to be here. You know, even we not going to even be here. You know, we all perish. And we still trying to figure some shit out about something that ain't going to ever perish. But we're going to perish before we figure it out. That's crazy. We spend too much time on silly shit, y'all. You know, brothers, you know what I'm saying? You know, man, start being fathers, start being mentors. You know, start taking these young brothers, you know what I'm saying, by the hand and guide them to you know what I'm saying, to the way. And I'm not listening. I'm not saying that it worked for everybody or it's going to help everybody. But don't give up so quick, you know what I'm saying, fellas? Like, I know it's a lot of little bad motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but sometimes you be surprised, though, because some of them same bad little motherfuckers, man, like, they'll listen to you. They'll sit there and talk to you. They'll sit there and soak up all the knowledge, all of it. And you'll be shocked. You'll be surprised, like, damn, little motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? And can hold a good conversation. Maybe not, I'm not going to say top tier, top notch, but you know, some of these young brothers, you know what I'm talking about, they be on point with it. Be on point with it. Be shocked. I've been shocked a few times. But yeah, but we just got to do better, though, as a people, man. You know what I'm saying? And so, because I'm not sitting here badgering and pushing and saying, oh, you see white people, you see the type of shit that they do, and oh, that ain't shit. But guess what? Let that have been a little black kid, and here we go, because you got to turn it this way, right? Because, but you have to use those type of examples so people can see the shit that go on. And again, did y'all see how I read that article with no craziness, no hiccups, no like, damn, they said this or damn, they didn't say that? No, because they're very cautious and clean about how they report that shit. Let me see. Let me show y'all the difference. Shit. Let me see if we can show y'all the difference. Big shout out to Big Frank, man. Make sure y'all go show Big Frank some love too on this Twitch channel, man. I don't know where he at. If he was in here, I happen to drop a link for y'all, but he ain't in here. Oh, they're not you, bro. Man. Mm. Let's see if I can find something that we can do for you. Yeah. Oh, okay. Here we go. Well, this ain't the dip with the bump from the figure. Let's see. Son calls 911 to say dad stabbed his mom in the kitchen before fleeing with his 18-month-old sister. God damn! What? Oh my goodness, man. Maylang, man, Akbari 46 alleged. Maylang Akbari, 46 allegedly stabs his wife, then places a pillow under her head, and she bled out. What the fuck? Hey man, what's wrong? See, this is shit I'm talking about. A man in Missouri has been charged with murder and child endangerment after allegedly stabbing his wife to death, and then fleeing the home with their 18-month-old daughter. Maylang Akbari, 46, was arrested Monday, January 12. Okay, so they got him. He was charged with first-degree murder and endangering the welfare of a child and armed criminal action, according to the 913 court. Okay, we'll see again. They say authorities received a 911 call from Akbari's son, January the 12th, around 12:25 p.m. local time. Akbari's son told that his father had called him and said, I killed your mom and I left the house per court document. God damn. The son allegedly told 911 dispatch that he then went to his family's home after receiving a call where he found his mother bleeding on the kitchen floor, unresponsive. He also told dispatch that his 18-month-old sister had been home with their mother, but he could not locate her. The son additionally said that the father was likely driving to their family vehicle, a 2015 blue Honda Odyssey. You know what I'm saying? Driving that motherfucking that van, that Yakima van. Mm-hmm. An Amber Alert was issued for the 18-month-old child. Police located the Honda and took Akbari into custody the same day. Officers found the missing 18-month-old at home of a relative of the family. Okay. The relative allegedly told the police that Akbari had dropped off the child at their home before fleeing. Okay, that's good. He dropped the kid off. Because, you don't want to get into no bullshit. And then, you on a high speed chase with the police and you got your door in the car type shit. And, they doing all these evasive maneuvers and, and pit moves and shit. And, making you spin out and you got the baby. And that's not good. So at least he had enough wherewithal to be like, let me drop the baby off. You know what I'm saying? At a relative crib. You know what I'm saying? While I'm talking about get about to Dodge and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? But he should have switched cars. That's what he should have did. Like he should have knew that van was on high alert. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my minivan. He should have known that motherfucker was on high alert. If he was gonna get up out of there, he should have immediately got defect on it. Detectives say that they spoke to Akbari with the help of an interpreter after taking him into custody and that he confessed to killing his wife and leaving at home with his daughter. Akbari also allegedly told detectives that he and his wife had gotten into an argument that day because she suspected he was cheating, that she was cheating on him. So now we're gonna say it's a crime of passion. I like that, Akbari. Not saying that I'm supporting what he's doing, but I'm just saying, y'all, he trying to play it now. Now he trying to play it like it was a crime of passion. You feel me? But then it's the burden of proof. So now you got to prove that she was cheating on you. You know what I'm saying? And now if you can't prove that she was cheating on you, right? And then the only person that could be fully witness is her, right? But do you know the man that she was cheating on? Y'all see, I don't know, man. Listen, if you listen, and this is for the grown folks, that kid shit with the gun, now I don't understand. But for you grown folks that's in these relationships, man, this domestic shit don't have to happen, bro. At all. If you married to somebody, bro, and y'all do and it just be like that, especially if it's with the cheating shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta come to some type of compromise. Don't nobody be no babies at home. You know what I'm saying? Like that motherfucker can't pick you up at the house that we share and shit like that. But see, but then that's gonna push people away and then motherfucker gonna wanna move out. But if you wanna abstain from that, you gotta start talking. You gotta start working through the problems. You gotta see if it's really worth it and can it really work. Anything can work. You know what I'm saying? If you put the right amount of commitment into it, right? But if it don't work and it can't work, you know what I'm saying, you separate. Don't wait to the moment that, you know what I'm saying, that bad shit happened and it's all bottled up, you get into an argument and then you snap. You feel me? Now you stabbing motherfuckers, shoot them up. Like, that's crazy work, bro. That's crazy, bro. So again, get the fuck up out of these situations. And fellas, we gotta be a little bit more cool, calm-headed when we're dealing with these women. You feel me? Because and not to make this an argument about, you know what I'm saying, women, how women, and not all women, you know what I'm saying? Of course, when we say, like, and I hate when people do that, not all, because I do it too. Like, yeah, we know not all, but the majority and most, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But man, bro, you just stabbed your wife and getting out your baby. Like I say, I guess it was a good thing that he dropped the baby off, man. But fellas, we got to get better at that, fellas. We can't be out here just snapping out like that, man. We just can't be out here snapping out like that. That shit crazy. That shit crazy. Mo Beezy? I said Mo Beezy. Yellow Breezy wants his Mo 3 murder trial delayed. His mother's death. Damn, his mom died. Yellow Breezy legal team is working on pushing back his February 2nd trial date after the rapper's most recently passed away. Recently passed away. He had a court hearing on Friday, January the 16th, but failed to attend as the family tragedy struck. Damn. Well, when can we can confirm his mother's passing. His legal team told WFAA in a statement. We are condolences, man, to Yellow Beezy. Man, condolences. Oh, man. But he on trial for the murder, for the Mo 3 case. That shit crazy, man. Because, I heard they let them other two motherfuckers go, man. You know what I'm saying? Due to some loophole bullshit or some crazy. That was wild. That was wild. Damn. Oh, man, we got some people in the building. What we got going on? What we got going on, man? I don't bite, man. Hit that like button for you, boy.
Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man.
Y'all can talk to me. Y'all talk back. Y'all can talk to your boy. Y'all talk back. You feel me? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Happy MLK Day to everybody too, man. You feel me? I should have led with that. You know what I'm saying? Happy MLK today. K today. Hell no. Happy Happy MLK Day. You know what I'm saying? Martin Luther King. You feel me? Everybody celebrating the King. I remember it was an uproar last year about King leading people into burning houses and FBA people and all these other people asking, you know what I'm saying, did Martin really help the people and all this, that, and the third? I mean, it's up to shit. That's up to the individual, man. It's all about a matter of perception, I guess, right now. Right? I mean, shit. That's the only thing we can say, man. Only thing we can say. But big ups to Dr. King though for I guess I can say for the intentions of what he started to do. You know what I'm saying? You know, personal. Even though sometimes it is what it is, and you just can't necessarily get away from certain things. But personal issues and stuff like that. That we separate that from what he was doing and what he was trying to do. Now, right now. But again, you got to understand the movement and what the movement was and what it was about, and who created it, and follow the money, and there's a lot of things you got to trace when we talking about that movement. But and what others believed it ushered in versus what it was supposed to be ushering in. And I'm talking about the civil rights movement that was fathered in, by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'll say. Yeah, well, he was a pioneer of it. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely, he was a pioneer of it because Frederick Douglass, he was an abolitionist. You know what I'm saying? The same difference. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, could be wrong. If you want to argue with me about it, go feel free to do so. But yeah, so shit, Brother Malcolm, you know what I'm saying, was a civil rights leader in that aspect, you know what I'm saying? RIP to both those brothers, you know what I'm saying, for having outstanding lives, man, and, just a mission and whether they were tricked or fooled or whatever the case may be, to do what they did, you know what I'm saying, as young men coming into their selves, man, it was a great, and, it was a tragedy that, MLK had to be assassinated the way that he was. You know what I'm saying, at the hotel. I'm saying that's crazy because I ain't coming out waving. I know motherfuckers got in front of me. Like, man, with a car at, we going straight to the car type shit. You hear me? Like, that's how that should have went. And that's how that should have gone. But again, it didn't happen like that. Brother Malcolm, you know what I'm saying? I know you want to do, sometimes, especially when it's controversy and it's things like that, with the words that you speak, because they're very provocative and thought-moving. Thought-provoking, I mean. You know what I'm saying? And it gets you to thinking, and it begins to open you up Pause, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying, in the span and broaden your horizons mentally. You know, the shit that Malcolm was coming with. So I don't think I would have done, you know what I'm saying, like a speech in that type of setting. And I get it, you know, you want to be there with the people and involve yourself with the people because, you know what I'm saying, these are the people that you're trying to help and change, I guess, right? But again, you know, man, there's just too much going on. But shit, but nowadays, look at this, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to compare or say it was just as, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying to the method of the madness, like Charlie Kirk, you know, he was assassinated and shot, you know, on a building. So you never can be too careful or safe when you're speaking and, you know what I'm saying, you're giving things to open people up, you know what I'm saying, Paul? You know what I'm saying? Or and broaden their horizons, you know, anything can fucking happen from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it comes to them brothers. You know what I'm saying? You know, it took listen, even if they was tricked to fool, you feel me? They're going on whatever the hell they was going. And I don't want to say like they was tricked to fool. I don't want people to believe that I'm believing that either uh, Malcolm or Martin were tricked or and fooled into, you know what I'm saying, becoming into, you know, who they became into. I can't say one more than the latter. I mean, if I had to guess what the decision or two, but that's neither here nor there. Again, that's why I said separate. You know, I never want to tear down a pioneer or ancestor or brothers that supposedly did some things that were supposed to be righteous and moral for us or for it's or for him, his or her people. Sorry. So you know what I'm saying? I don't tell people down. Man. We try not to get into that. Just like, you feel me, we come up here, man, we throw the jokes about Diddy, but again, I never try to tell Diddy down. You know, we talk about the R. Kellys. I never try to really, again, you know, wrong is wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you when you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you when you're right. But, you know, a lot of the things, it just be too much. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Man. But, you know, I ain't in these people's lives. I don't know these people personally. Well, no, I don't know these people personally. So I don't know what's going on. All I can do is give an opinion. You know what I'm saying? Or what I see given in the media. And what's crazy is, you know, the media ain't really the place to get to. Like, and people be fascinated by the fucking news and the statistics that sometimes that they throw out there. Like, that shit is a total facade and a total lie. And that shit is not you. Well, not all of it. Some of that shit, but it's not you at all. Hey, listen too, man. I'm gonna need y'all to tune in tomorrow, man, to Sign at the TV. Um, I might not do a good job, you know what I'm saying, depending upon the questions that the brothers want to ask. When I'm supposed to be debating, well, not debating, having a intellectual discourse with a Israelite. Yeah, the brother named by the name of Yara or his brother Sage or whatever he call himself now. On Sunday at the TV channel at 7:00 p.m. Central my time. I told him. So yeah, man, we're gonna have a discussion. But give them about an hour of my time, you know what I'm saying? Because I still got to go live for my people. You know what I'm saying? Give them a little, you know what I'm saying? The conversation on. You read, you know what I'm saying? The conversation on. And see what angles he trying to come at, you know what I'm saying, this thing about. So he had some misnomers or some so-called evidence and proof about masonry or things like that. So he want to, you know what I'm saying, have a little conversation. But we can have a conversation. I know he's gonna get emotional when he's gonna get in his feelings. You know what I'm saying? I know what the type of brother he is. I've seen him debate before, or debate before, or and have these. But I am not gonna let them sucker me into a debate because I can't. Anyway, but that's another story. But yeah, I'm gonna check it out. So I need y'all to tap in through tomorrow, man, 7 p.m. I'm gonna be sharing it to my page. I'm definitely gonna share it to my page. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all make sure y'all tap in. But yeah, man. Other than that, what's happening, y'all? Y'all ain't talking to me no more. Y'all ain't talking to me. Let me pause for a little station identification, y'all. Though we can do that real quick. Dick. Pause for a little station identification, y'all, man. I don't know, my shit ain't even working right. Giddy. Yeah. There you go.
I love you. I love you. Girl, I love you more when you're naked. Tell me, show me what you like a lady. But when you moan until you take it. Used to take it slow, but I'm not raising. Think I really love how how she move. Baby girl, do they want to? You on my mind from morning to noon. We can vibe all night, that's all up to you. Take me to the ocean, let me dive in. Then I'ma make you come, barely trying. We been on the drugs, now I'm flying. See, she don't got a man, I know she lying. But baby, that's cool. I'ma play my role, stay true. In my head, skies will always blue. Know that I'm a star, so I'm always on the move. Only thing I'm chasing is another bag or two. Married to the money, had a feel with bitchy blues. A mirror on my waist and all money on my shoes. And landing different shows like my name was on the nose. Yeah, I throw it back on me, move to the truth. They only want to squeeze it, never basic. Tell me that I'm guessing it's no breaking. Please don't hit my silly if you're playing. Said she coming to the telly, so persuading. Whatever's on your heart, girl, just say it. Put it on the line, push your ratings. And please don't tell your friends that we dating. Cause I ain't never said that we dating. And I love you more when you're naked. Diamond shimmer with you like a lake, yeah. But when you moan, I say take it. You say take it slow while I'm not racing. I'ma blow your mind, vibe amazing. Keep you coming, make I drive you crazy. I'ma take it with me when I make it. Put it on my own, no contemplation, yeah. That's a beauty on your face, I'm not lying. Baby, keep them hips, steady wine. Feeling this music, got this vibe. Your pussy on the platter, girl, I'm dining in. It is no lie, love your body, yo. Don't check no prices, girl, we got enough. Since you got with me, got more popular. Give me your heart, girl, I like it up. We laid up to send a free throw. I like she nice, but she's a freak show. Candlelit nights, first up bistro. Take her to the crib when I get. I'm so out of space, feel like this Pluto. Say fresh down to my kiss, I call it judo. Only one way goal, they got a cool glow. Baby, call me Poppy, I'm a chulo. Natural body, she been snatched. Say that I'm a nigga, girl, I been that. Where you put it on me, I might spin back. You just say the word and I'ma spin that. Dropped a couple rackies on my pendants. Every single diamond in attendance. I've been living life with no limits. Get into the money, let it feel it. Can I love you more when you're naked? Diamond shimmer with you like a leg. And when you moan, I say take it. Tell me take it slow while I'm not racing. I'ma blow your mind, vibe amazing. Keep you coming, make I drive you crazy. I'ma take it with me when I make it. Put that on my own, no contemplation, yeah.
I'll go pee in the building, so you're almost on. Be careful, man, because I know you be riding 30. You man, you make sure you be careful out there, my boy. You know what I'm saying? We don't want nothing to happen to you, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you be careful when you're traveling, though, man. Real shit. Uncle P in the building, man. Uncle P in the building, in the spot. You know what I'm saying? You say you bought 3 pair of Jordans. They said, yeah, you told us you bought 3 pair. I don't know what kind of Jordans did you get, Did you get some real Jordans or did you get some fake Jordans? You know what I'm saying? Well, when I ain't gonna say fake Jordans, but you know what I'm saying? What numbers? You know what I'm saying? What numbers you get? You feel me? You probably don't be into all that. I don't know. I'm just saying, you know, certain people, you know what I'm saying? They be into the numbers or they like only certain pairs. You know what I'm saying? Number 3s, 4s, maybe the 8s, you know what I'm saying? The 13. You know, some people got they, you know what I'm saying? They certain, you say real. No, I ain't mean it like that. Like, cause you know, cause we got a thing, cause we say Mexican mics, cause you know what I'm saying? You got the Mexican mics, you feel me? Mm-hmm. Like them 6-ring joints. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we bumper, I like, and I was fucking with them Jumpmen. I think I had like a pair, just one pair though. But you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't be feeling like now. They say them ain't even official. But I remember one year when them Jones was decent. You read them Jumpmen. But yeah, so you know they got to be the real official. I never really was a Michael Jordan shoe wearer lover fan type. You know what I'm saying? His shoes never really been my thing. You know what I'm saying? Even though other people didn't have, you know what I'm saying, as many styles or variations or colorways of the shoe. I just like, man, you know, it's different. Like, you know, fuck with a Penny Hardaway, with a Shaq, you know what I'm saying, with an AI shoe, or just a Pippen, you feel me, or somebody just, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Because all them Jordans wasn't decent, man. Motherfucker was just buying them. I don't know. I guess it's because it was Mike. You feel me? I guess because it was MJ. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Even though he is the greatest, but god damn. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Yeah, even though he the greatest, but shit. Let me see. Let me see him, Uncle Fish. Oh no, one of them bitches ain't One of them bitches ain't Jordans, huh? Okay, so oh man, I like that colorway on them Jordan 1s though. Them Jordan 1s, I fuck with them. I like that colorway on them Jordan 1s. Them bitches decent. Now them other Jones, I don't know. I don't think them other Jones. I don't think them other Jones. Them other Jones ain't Jordans. Them just some Nike Airs. Other Jones, they got you, If they told you it was Jordan. They told you them. If they told you that other pair was Jordans, they got you, No, we gotta go back and find them motherfuckers, man. They got you. Yeah. We don't fuck with that, Yeah. Yeah, if they told you them was Jordan, they got you. They got you, man. And we gonna have to go fuck something up. We gonna have to go fuck something up, You know what I'm saying? I don't appreciate motherfuckers fucking around on you like that, man. We can't do that. But yeah, but Uncle P, the colorway on them Jordan 1s though, hey, them bitches fire. I ain't gonna lie. What you mean? Them motherfuckers nice. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with them bitch. Yeah, them motherfuckers nice. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man.
Like he said, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man. Mm-hmm. 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 Oops, my bad. Oh, big Frank. What's happening, man? I can't hear you, Frank. You already knew that, Frank. You always got a gadget or something, boy. You see them big ass headphones Frank got. Them joints look decent though. Them joints look decent. Like you can hear everything. You say it was not picking up backstage. I gotta figure out what's up with my settings. I don't know, man. I just think, like I was on a panel earlier, and it was like 10 of us, man. I don't know if it's the internet connection or a high B or whatever, but shit, wasn't no echoing, wasn't nothing. I don't know if it's StreamYard or certain services or whatever the case may be, but I don't know. You say, how about the last bit? I only got two. I only seen two of them. Okay, hold on. Oh no, I ain't never seen them. Yeah, yeah, I ain't never seen them. I don't even know what them is. Is them boots? They look like boots. Yeah. Take a picture and call motherfucker next time. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. You can't meet your call motherfucker next time. You don't be like, don't. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Why? Oh well. I didn't say stop. I was serious. I ain't never seen them last pair. Them motherfuckers look different.
All right.
Yeah, that's better. I can hear you now.
Yeah, it's weird. I had disabled echo cancellation because when I read trying to fix an issue we've had in the past of like getting an echo, and it said that if you're using like studio style equipment, that maybe you for ScreenViewR you have to uncheck that. But apparently I have to have it checked to have any audio. So we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know what that be about. I don't know. I think that just
But
be.
hey,
Yeah,
so far so good, right? I mean,
yeah. I hear you loud and clear. What you got going on, man? I'm loving that background. Got the live on there. You know what I'm saying? Got the lights, got the skull up.
Chilling. Yep. I don't know. You know, just doing my same stuff, keeping my head into the Counter-Strike world to not get rage baited by the news as much as possible, but still there's a lot going on in the news that's kind of hard to ignore. I got these fancy new headphones. Been digging these.
Yeah, I like it. Well, got the beard growing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I'm coming correct with the channel name here.
Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking the new vibe. I'm liking it. But what's ticking you off in the news, Frank? What's been in the news that's up?
I mean, aside from ICE like killing a woman in broad daylight with witnesses and video evidence, I mean that's probably top of the list. Trump talking about like just invading and or stealing an entire country of Greenland. That I mean, it seems like we're like the, you know, when Trump was running back in 2016, one of the few things that I agreed with his campaign on was to kind of bring back this military industrial complex and to have it maybe not a complete isolation. I don't agree with complete isolationism, but certainly something that the Republicans and the Democrats were guilty of is, you know, this kind of like this forever war that we had in the Middle East, right? And I think Trump did sort of disrupt things and try to like kind of really press that issue of saying like, hey, we don't really need to be meddling in quite as many affairs overseas as we need to be. And, you know, that's something that I think, you know, Obama won on partially, but more healthcare. But, you know, Trump introduced that concept, not introduced, but he signal boosted that concept. And, you know, even though his claim of ending 8 wars is pretty dubious.
I stopped 8 wars. I stopped 8 wars. See, I mean, people.
It's like 3 or 4 of those were either not wars or like not even like conflicts yet. But at any rate, the guy's been gunning so hard. He's got such a hard on for getting the peace prize, and yet in the span of like a month, we've toppled a foreign government, kidnapped a foreign leader. I mean, yeah, Maduro, not the greatest guy, probably not there legitimately, but still, like, you're supposed to run these things by Congress first, at least. But checks and balances, they're not, you know, they're not really the strong suit.
Sansu, buddy. Who are you, buddy? I am the president, buddy. I am Donald fucking Trump, buddy. You're fired. You're fired, buddy. I can do what I want. I can ground by the pussy. I can have 34 felonies. Who are you, buddy?
I mean,
no one tells me
there's 34 felonies. While yes, he did, you know, they did do the thing with the business records. To me, that ranks pretty low on the list of crimes that Trump is guilty of, right? Buddy, that's one thing that they got him on the books for. What
crime have I committed, buddy? What crime have I committed, buddy? I have not committed a crime against or amongst the American people. It's fake news, people. Fake news. Yeah. Fake news.
You gotta work on your impersonation a little bit. It's the voice is a little too high.
Okay, people. Fake news. Yeah, but Trump has.
Gotta pretend like you have an accordion, an invisible accordion in your hands.
Oh boy, Trump is wild, man.
He's wilding, isn't he?
He finna go take Greenland. Look, and he gonna say, hey, he said, they say, well, why take Greenland, Trump, when you could just go, you know, when you could just add more, you know, send more troops and, you know, just expand your, you know what I'm saying, right. Your presence there, right? No, what do when you're on it? You defend it. So we must take Greenland. I say, this motherfuckers Trump.
Well, I mean, part of his rationale is, well, it's a national security concern because Russia or China could like come threaten it. It's like, so your logic is they could, therefore we need to steal it first. That's,
I mean, basically, I mean,
okay, like, I mean, it like, I don't think, you know, I think if it were to become a, you know, God forbid that space would be relevant on a geopolitical military scale, I think, you know, Denmark, a NATO ally, would have the blessing, you know, everybody involved should be, you know, okay with, like, I think there's already an agreement in place that says we, you know, we can, you know, have like some military installations there. If not, I'm assuming we already do, right?
Yeah, we do already, yeah.
Right, everywhere. So it's kind of like assumed. But yeah, it's, I mean, that's wild. And the Minnesota thing is just, it's just depressing. And it's like, it's also depressing in that, you know, the story of the woman that got killed, yeah, it's getting a lot of coverage because there was so much evidence that, you know, directly contrasts what the administration is saying. The administration is saying that she tried to run him over and that she's a terrorist and she's a, you know, an insurrectionist. And in this sense, like, it really doesn't look like that. But two, that, you know, if that person were a person of color, you know, or a man of color, we probably wouldn't have quite as much, you know, media outcry.
Yeah,
so
you already know what nobody
that's, you know, one thing that I can't help but keep in mind. But yeah,
that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
This is the white man's world. And it ain't nothing. I said nothing without Donald Trump. Now let me stop. I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking. Yeah, but Trump out the chain, man. You know, he out here doing what the hell he want to do, when he want to do it, how he want to do it. You know what I'm saying? By the time Congress or the Supreme Court catch wind, and then they already be too late because he done did it already type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much.
Well, the Supreme Court, you know, he's got 3 of the people on the bench are his nominees. So with a conservative majority, you know, the Supreme Court is generally, you know, I wouldn't say it's a given that they're going to tilt his direction in all cases, but there's a pretty strong advantage there on the Supreme Court end of things. But yeah, it's this administration has already proven that they don't, you know, the rule of law and, you know, the checks and balances system, you know, as enshrined by the Constitution, are just sort of, you know, guidelines at best for them. I mean, it's already been, you know, old news that, you know, they'll just completely step over, you know, precedent in terms of, you know, well, they'll just like reallocate funds that Congress has voted that, like, this money is supposed to go to this, and the White House will be like, nope, no more funding. You know, we don't like that ideologically. Nope, you're done. You know, it's like, all right.
I need to have you running for president.
No time soon.
Yeah, you running for president. It's cold in Miami tonight.
A million people would be better suited than I would.
I mean, how you know? You ain't able to try, man.
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty of people that would have my same politics that, you know, they have just a better reputation. Like, you know, it's like, I'm not, I mean, I whine about shit online, but, you know, am I engaged, you know, even on a local level? Not really. So it's like coming a little hot to go straight for president, right? If I haven't even tried to work, you know, with my local government.
I'm fucking with the last pair too, but the pair before them last one, I don't know. I think them motherfuckers might be a little bit fugazi. I'm just saying. But yeah, man, hey, vote for Franklin. And what was it? 26 and 3032. 2032, I mean.
All right. So I got till then to prepare. Got it.
So get your campaign and everything together. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, we got my boy Brian in the building. 3-1 is 8, and we can't forget the is 8. What's happening, my boy?
Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man.
And we got Big Frank in the building. You hear me, Frankie? Frankie out here talking about some fuck Trump. Nah, I'm man, what you got against Trump, Frankie?
A lot.
What's the real issue you got against Trump, Frankie? Talk to me, Frankie.
I mean, he represents the worst aspects of capitalism. He's narcissistic. He just seems to have no empathy. Just crude, willfully ignorant. He's part of this in general, the general trend of movement of like the streak of anti-intellectualism that we're seeing within conservative politics in this country, where science is just something that you can hand wave away, and the research, studies and data are things you can just hand wave away. It's this is a vibes based presidency that's largely fueled on biases and bigotry, and I don't know. He's serving the worst kind of status quo, helping enrich the rich, and he's crafted a populist message, despite the policies not really benefiting the working poor. I mean, how this man has the support of lower class people as a billionaire, and like, oh yeah, sure, definitely, like he's out for the little guy. Like, it's beyond me. But I don't know. I don't want to just freaking soapbox about reasons I don't like him, because I could probably go for a while. We gotta have a little bit of some sort of dynamic aspect to this. It can't be the I hate Trump show.
I love Trump. I think Trump is the best president in the goddamn world. And he's
a lot of people.
And he's making America great again.
I think a lot of people, there are certainly some people that are starting to finally, the illusion is starting to finally crack, and they're starting to get to okay, this is getting to be a bridge too far. I was able to sort of ignore this, that, and the other thing, but it's like there's some people that are finally, especially apparently some data has come out that Gen Z men, young men who had a pretty big swing towards Trump in the last election. They had like a +10 swing, hand in electing him, have collapsed all the way to like a -30% -32% favorability rating. So he's lost a massive 40% chunk of favorability rating from young men. So I guess that's sort of promising to hear.
Hey man, Trump all the way. I don't know for what you look. Trump. Oh, nah, I was just fucking with you. Oh man, listen, we ain't finna turn this into hate Donald Trump, man. We listen. Again, Trump is the greatest president that the United States Corporation of America has ever seen.
Oh, that's a good one. Corporation of America. I like when I hear that. Are you saying that sort of ironically, sarcastically, or is that do you believe that there's some truth to the notion that the United States is a corporation?
It is a corporation.
All right. And why? How do you know this? In what way? How is a government a corporation? I don't understand.
You don't understand?
No.
You don't think so? You don't think United States is a corporation?
No, I think a civil government, a republic, a constitutional republic, a representative democracy is not the same as think it's a republic. It's a representative democracy. It's a form of government. A corporation is a, kind of, a private entity, a privately held.
And that's what the fuck the government is. It's a private sector.
No,
yes.
Fundamentally, the government is the government.
Talking about fundamentally,
things that aren't the government are the private sector. Like what
you say who? You say what now?
Things that aren't the government, like corporations, or a sports team, or a college, or Joe's Bagels. Those are not the government. Those could be corporations. The government definitionally can't be a corporation.
If that's what you think.
And
I'm just
not just me. That's what.
Go look it up, man. Go do some more research. Uncle P says every city is a corporation. He said read Chicago bylaws. 100% right.
I've heard this kind of language before from watching. We talked a little bit briefly and didn't really get into it, but me watching the channel of sovereign citizens and people that don't claim that they're sovereign citizens, but use the same kind of playbook to try to justify not having a license, not having insurance, not having registration of their cars, which all three of those are legal requirements in each of the 50 states. So they think that they have a legal loophole to not have those things. A lot of those people use this language to say, oh, well, that's according to the corporation of Illinois. That's according to the corporation. And it's
so a corporation is a legal entity separate from its owners. Shareholders authorized by the state to conduct business with rights and responsibilities similar to a person, offering limited liability, perpetual resistance, and easier capital raising through stock. This involves more formalities, costs, and potential double taxation, for C corps and other structures. Key types include C corporations, defaults, blah, blah, blah. So just by that definition alone, the fucking United States Corporation of America is a corporation.
No.
I mean,
the United States government doesn't pay taxes because it's the one that collects taxes.
You say so, brother.
It doesn't pay itself taxes.
You say so, brother.
I don't just say so. That's just how
that's how you think it works.
That's how the world is.
Are you in the government? So you know how, but that's why you so pissed off and deterred at Trump. Because you know how it works, right?
This is just kind of basic definitional, middle school civics of like what government is and what a private company is. It's
you
very
say sovereign
basic.
Citizen is an oxymoron. You're either sovereign or a citizen.
Right. Yeah, that's another fun line. But I think it's cute how they think that somehow they'll cite case law and it will be completely misconstrued, and they'll kind of look. Some website will tell them like, well, look at this case, and it says that a driver is definitionally, they think a driver is a legal term that refers only to commerce, which it's all bullshit. There's no underpinning truth to any of that. If that was the case, there would be lawyers that would be arguing it, and other people all over the place.
Is that not what? So what they're saying? Even so, okay, because I'm not in. But so
if all that was true, why do states issue commercial and non-commercial driver's licenses?
So let me ask you a question. So, where are they getting their information from? When you said about the driver being commercial,
the internet,
right? No. Is there? I'm saying. So, is there any USC codes or anything that states that what you just said they said? Or you just saying they get it off the internet? Because I mean, the source had to come from somewhere originally.
It's primarily through conspiratorial type websites.
Yeah, but there had to be some type of documents for people to see in order for them to poke and bring these things up to present to people. So like
in a lot of cases, they will point to a certain case law and say, this says this, but
is that true?
In no way does that, they'll point to a Florida Supreme Court ruling about stagecoaches in the 1920s and try to apply that to driving a car in Washington or in California.
That's what other people do. Find loopholes in the law.
People might find like clever tax loopholes. That happens all the fucking time, but there's no loopholes around.
Out of touch, Frank. I believe you so out of touch, Frank.
I'm out of touch in saying that the states, the 10th Amendment,
No,
of the Constitution.
I'm just speaking in general. Like,
so
you know what? You're the only person. Well, not the only person, but is the only person that I know that will sit here and be like, "It's not a corporation." Maybe a few other people.
What? I don't. Okay, I mean, I could find you a lot of people that will happily state that the United States is not a corporation.
We'll love to talk to them people. We'll love to talk to them people.
Okay, I mean, go ask 100 people on the street. I think.
Probably. I might do some bearded conversation on the spot interviews and see. He said you can't claim traveling. The Supreme Court has ruled on it.
No, they have not. That's a very twisted misconception and a bastardization to say that they have said that. The Supreme Court has never ruled on anything like that. The 10th Amendment of the Constitution grants states the right to pass their own laws, and each state has laws on the books, whether they're called a statute or a code. I don't care, but you can't list USC, United States Code, to try to justify something that would override just simply state law that states that you need a driver's license, you need proof of insurance, and you need to register your vehicle where appropriate, as pertains to that particular state's law, because each state has different, slightly different variations of how they handle vehicle registration. But the vehicle code, as enacted by all 50 states, that's just the way the world works. And people that think that they found a clever way around it, I'm sorry, but they haven't, and it doesn't pan out well for them. And if you want to see about 550 examples of video form of that not panning out too well for people, I can give you a couple of YouTube channels to look at.
Okay.
Just as simple as it's as simple for me to say that yes, states have laws that require you to have a driver's license, is to say that the government is a different thing from a corporation. I don't even know where to start with why that's fundamentally, definitionally, a uncontroversial, kind of very basic assertion of reality.
Okay. I hear you. You got it.
All right. Yeah, Prometheus. Yeah. They'll, in a lot of cases, the first offense, they're just going to get a ticket, right? And in a lot of cases, though, there are people that double down and triple down on this, and they end up kind of getting to this, you want a Supreme Court precedent. Pennsylvania versus Mims is a Supreme Court precedent that says that you are required to leave your vehicle anytime a law enforcement officer tells you to. I'm not putting a value judgment on whether I think that's fair or not, but that is the current Supreme Court case law. When they say you have to get out your car, you do. And they'll just sit there and say, no, what is your jurisdiction, or, what is your claim of crime, or and that's another fun one. Who's the victim? Well, there doesn't have to be a individual victim for a traffic violation to occur. If you want to get technical, the state or the people of the state is the victim, but you really aren't supposed to be, practicing, you're practicing litigating, Supreme Court or state law on the side of the road with a traffic stop. Cops are just, and I don't say it. This is sound like I'm a bootlicker that I like cops. I don't, but I also think it's silly that there is a contingent of people that think that they found a secret way that allows them to be special and not follow traffic law. Yet it's like at the same time, like they're like, oh, well, I have this right and that right and the other right. It's like, all right, so on one hand, you're not beholden to these laws, But on the other hand, you can exercise these rights. It's like you got to pick a lane here. Like either you're not a part of the system, either you're part of the system and you have the rights, or you're not a part of the system and you don't need the license. But also that means the rights don't necessarily pertain to you, right? I mean,
He said you give up your rights when you have a license.
Yep.
Driving is a privilege, not a right. He says if the
it is a
people
privilege. Yes.
get out, you're obligated, but you don't if you're a passenger.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the IDing if you're a passenger. I think they, I wouldn't. I don't know exactly about it. I would suspect that there are some cases where that might be true, but yes, when you sign that piece of paper to be issued a driver's license, within that legal document, that contract that you've entered, and you want to talk about entering contracts. Well, there's one. Even getting a license in the first place, technically, I guess, be a contract in some form with the state. Among that is basically it says that at any time that you are pulled over by law enforcement, you are required to present this proof of your permission to drive.
Sounds more and more like me.
Sorry, it kind of got quiet. It sounds more and more like
I said sound more and more like a corporation to me, but well, I don't know nothing.
Okay, so if US is a corporation, what is their product? What are they selling? What is the product or service?
They selling me. They selling us.
To whom?
All to the world.
To the world.
They selling us to the world economy.
So they're selling us to the world economy. And how are we parceled up? Like, who would be the buyer, and how would the transaction take place, or who are the shareholders?
I had to tell you that offline. Yeah, I had to tell you that offline.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? We don't talk about. I had to, talk about what, you know what I'm saying? Put the little birdie in. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Put the little birdie in. Yeah. Hey, boy. Hey, Big Frank came up here thumping on Trump, talking about some men Trump ain't get. He came up here thumping on the sovereign people. He on the road tonight. He dumping on me. Oh shit, Big Frank, come on.
I'm not trying to dump on you, but if you happen to believe any of the things I'm dumping on, don't feel dumped on personally. But I'm just stating what beliefs that I think are silly and opinions that I think are silly. And,
hey man, listen, man. Hey, I feel, keep that left hook and that jab out there, Frank. I see you. I'm talking about, boy. I see you, Big Frank. Okay, got a little spunk too. Hey, maybe playing that Counter-Strike and gave you a little spunk, huh?
Yeah, not really. I'm more at this point I'm as far as the game goes. I play the game, but I'm just as, if not more, interested in the economy that surrounds the items, what's called like the weapon skins. So unlike Call of Duty or Fortnite, where you can buy like a weapon skin or a character skin, for those games that might cost whatever they cost, $5, $10, $20, and typically they don't really have any real world value. With Counter-Strike skins, they can range in the 5, 10, 20 to 100, 500, 1,000, $5,000 levels, and a lot of the high-end items are sold on and off a variety of separate websites, separate from like the actual computers. It's on Valve, Steam owns. There's a community market that Valve runs that you're supposed to trade items on, that only is for your money that's tied up in like the video game software. But a lot of people, a lot of the market exists outside of the actual space owned by Valve, which is the company. So when I buy and sell skins, I will buy them from one of like 10 different third-party websites. A lot of them, there's like a lot of them are based in not even the United States. Like, you know, there's one that's based in Russia that I can only buy stuff by depositing cryptocurrency into. You know, there's the ones in China.
I got cryptocurrency too. Oh shit!
I had crypto a while ago. I kind of got into it a little bit back in like 2021 ish. Yeah, I've never been like crazy deep into it. You know, I understand the basics of how it works, but I'm not exactly, you know, I'm not like a millionaire or anything with it. I put like a couple $1,000 into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano back once upon a time.
Got the big bucks, Frank. He being modest.
I actually,
big bucks, y'all.
You know, the video cards in your computer, GPU. Well, GPUs do a lot of things. You know, obviously they'll run the video part of your computer to put the image on the screen, and they'll render the graphics of a video game. So you need to have a better GPU, aka video card, to run better graphics, right? It does all that, but they also model stuff like machine learning and large language models. So those high-end NVIDIA GPU chips are what are fueling this whole AI bubble within AI this, AI that, and like practically every aspect of our economy. You know, there's that AI buzzword that's getting just peppered in there. And it's not really peppered in there. It's being heavily shoveled in there. If you ask me, I think there's an AI bubble that, you know, will burst in terms of just like
how what Frank's saying. Frank's saying go invest in that AI.
I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying well, I don't know what I'm saying as far as investing in it. I think, I mean, like my dad's made a lot of money investing in NVIDIA stock, you know, NVIDIA being the company that, you know, makes those chips, those GPU chips that are what are able to produce, you know, AI as we know it. But I think the aspect that AI is how heavily it's marketed in a variety of products and services right now. It's sort of a bit of a buzzword. I think AI as we know it is going to continue to advance, and AI is going to continue to be around for sure. But the degree to which it's like kind of added into like, it's like every little product or service, you know, seems to have sort of AI tie-in, and I think some of those just aren't going to stand the test of time.
So you don't think AI is going to stand the test of time, Frank?
No, I said I think AI will, and it'll continue to advance. But the aspect of it which it's being marketed and kind of marketed and sort of add as a feature into like every little thing that they could possibly slap the letters AI on. I think it, you know, it's a little overused in terms of like a marketing sense right now. In that, you know, it's like it's just a bit of a buzz right now. But at any rate, yeah. So I buy some crypto skins and buy some Counter-Strike skins.
So you're out here
crypto sometimes. And I've been getting more into
jacking up the prices.
I've been getting into the you know, I figured like I got really into buying skins, Counter-Strike skins last year, and kind of realized at a certain point like how much I'm spending on this. I'm like, shit, well, I might as well try to at least subsidize what I'm spending by trying to invest in the market and sort of play the market, do some kind of, you know, do some flips, you know, try to buy low when I see I can buy low, and if I can sell it for $5 or $10 more here or there, I do that. But as time's gone on, like by now, I've put some more money into some bigger plays. Like for example, I bought an item maybe about a month ago or 3 weeks ago. I bought an item that cost me $550 about, and you know, it'll easily keep that value. I mean, it's very unlikely that it's going to dip below 550. But what's going to happen is the collection it's been in the in-game, like the way that you acquire items, the collection it's been in there, it's been in the armory, it's called, for like at least a year now, maybe 18 months. So it's going to be removed from that. It's going to be removed from, the way you get it, basically discontinued sometime this year. And when stuff gets removed and discontinued, what happens? Price spikes like 30, 40% or more. So basically, upon news that its collection's getting removed, or if recently they've just been taking stuff out without any notice, just poof, gone. And once something gets discontinued like that, the price just skyrockets. So I estimate that item, when I sell it, I'm going to sell it on the news that the collection's going away. I'll probably get 900 to 1100 for it.
Okay.
That's like my biggest play right now, but I probably have another 500 tied up in other items, and to varying degrees. It kind of, some work on that same concept. Other aspect is the actual boxes, the loot boxes that you get the skins from. They work like a glorified slot machine. You get the box from playing the game, and then you pay $2.50 to open it, and you'll get an item that is probably worth a lot less than $2.50. But it could be one of those items that's worth 100 or 1,000, in a exceptionally rare cases, right? So people like gambling. So people like opening these loot boxes, of course. And the game's been going for like 13 years now. So there's 35 different weapon cases, and a lot of them, if you were to have bought them when they were like 10, 15 cents, there's times where there have been cases that like just didn't really have any value and could have been purchased for like next to nothing, but now they're worth like $5 a piece, right? So some of the old ones, they trend up in value in a fashion that is like quicker than quicker than a Dow Jones index. It's typically more than like a 7 or 15% gain year by year. So recently, Valve has made some changes that suggest that they're kind of moving away from that model of a weapon box in general. There's some regulatory pressure coming down from the European Union that they want to see that to be gone from games that are accessible to minors. And in fact, the weapon cases are already illegal. They're already illegal in the Netherlands and Belgium, and they're heavily restricted in France. So it's possible that they see that's staring them down. But they've made just simply a number of changes that suggest that they're kind of moving away from that model. And more recently, it was the case that when you're playing, once a week, you get a care package, what they call it, and part of that is that you get at least one weapon case per week, and most of the time it was one of the what's called like the active duty cases, which is like the 3 or 4 or 5 that are like, these are the ones that's dropping right now. But there's always been like a 1% chance that you get one of the old like rare ones. You could get one from like 2015 or 2017. You could or occasionally you would get like a rare one, like, oh shit, I got like this old one that's worth $15, or like, oh, I got this old one that's worth $30. It happens, but rarely. Recently the rare ones stopped dropping. They just stopped quietly without any announcement, but data miners noticed that 0 rare cases dropped starting whichever week, about a month or 6 weeks ago. And that means effectively that all of the rare drop cases now became discontinued cases. So what happens when things get discontinued?
Do you got a lot of rare boxes?
I started to buy them, back in, I'd say back in like September. I started to kind of stock up. I was with a number of people that like to watch the market that started to be of the opinion, like, we think that it seems like Valve is trying to move away from cases as we know them. There are ways that they can kind of sidestep the model, but the model where you pay $2.50, you get random item. That's a little too on the nose, you know, as far as like a comparison to gambling. So yeah, I mean, I own, it's kind of, doesn't really mean much to say that I own 700 cases, because some of those cases are only worth 25 cents. Some of those cases are worth 65 cents, right? So the fact that I own 700 of them isn't impressive by itself. You know, but I do have some rare ones, you know, the Weapon Case 1, the OG, you know, the first one ever out in the game, which has been floating around $100 roughly. It was down as low as $60 back before the rares stopped dropping. But as soon as the rares stopped dropping, poof, you know, prices spiked on all the old cases by 25-30%. You know, anytime it's a, you know, like a lot of markets, the Counter-Strike skin market, it's very reactionary and very emotional. So on any news like that, there's, you know, a lot of volatility where prices can skyrocket or tank pretty easily, you know, at the drop of a hat, based on, you know, news of things changing. And indeed, that was the case back in October when another change was put out that allowed users to trade up some of the higher class items. Allowed you to trade, like, take 5 of those and turn them into like the rarest, the, you know, most rare and expensive items, which are knives and gloves. So that sent the price of knives and gloves just tanking. They lost, like, as a market, it lost $3 billion in market cap over the space of 6 hours. So that's when I started to kind of pay more keen attention to the fact that this could be seen as a volatile asset. And yeah, it's speculative, it's volatile, and therefore it's kind of risky. It's kind of risky as hell, considering that we don't own the skins. The skins they're fucking pixels on the screen. They're the property of Valve. But if you're clever, you play your cards right, there are people making a lot of money from these pixels. You know, there are people that own, you know, they might have 20,000 Spectrum 2 cases, and a Spectrum 2 case might be $5 today. There are people that might have 10,000 glove cases, and a glove case might be $23. And it's probably $9 this time last year, and it might have been $4 the year before that. I mean, it can be pretty exponential when some of these things go on a tear. So yeah, I've gotten into the investment aspect to it pretty hard.
Yo, you done?
What's up?
I said you done? That's it. That's it. I mean, you was giving.
I mean, I'm not. It wasn't a prepared speech. I mean,
I'll just say, you know, he was just.
I can keep talking about it if you don't have anything. You know,
I mean, shit, it ain't what I ain't got. Shit, you already had. You already had started. You didn't took over. I was just, you know what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, there's not. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at with it. I can't really. I don't know what else to add really, other than
hopefully you start making money, like for real.
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, like, right. Well, one of the things I've been doing right now that someone told me, my friend told me, like, maybe I have to be careful about, which is, so, you know, there's money that you put within the confines of the game itself and the official market of the game. So the game is launched from a piece of software called Steam. So within Steam, there's a community market.
I got Steam.
Yeah. So typically when you when you sell users that aren't like really into the skin market deep like I am, when they just go to buy and sell items, they do it on the Steam market, and the Steam market takes a 15 or technically a 13% tax right off the top of every transaction, all the buys and all the sells, right? So they have somewhat of an interest in trying to drive more stuff to kind of keep it onto their market. So there's some policies in place that kind of make it a little bit, certainly a lot less convenient and, technically a little bit more risky to do, transacting and trading off of the market. But, when you start talking about the high end stuff, you have to, because there are a lot of knives and gloves and some of these weapon skins, some of the highest and rarest, most like, crazy gem rare weapon skins are more than $2,000, and Steam wallet, you can only have $2,000 in it. So sort of by
you finna make me go get on Counter-Strike and start buying skins. See it.
I mean, I was already kind of starting to think, earlier this year, I was like, man, I should just tell people like, hey, if you've got like your 401k, if you're happy with like all your regular investments and you kind of like got your stuff sort of set up and you're looking for like a risky, speculative play to make, I would tell people maybe consider putting $500 or $1,000 into, these Counter-Strike items, because I think that they're a pretty safe play, given what I know about the market.
Will you figure out how to work that market, Frankie, and start writing things down and get a plan, and we'll see if we can come up and cover the and corner the skim. I mean the skim, and cover the skin market.
Yeah, me having more of a keen interest in that has sort of rejuvenated my interest in crypto a little bit, because I've been thinking so much about, trying to at least break even with the Counter-Strike stuff. Like right now, like I think overall I'm spending more on it than I'm making. I'm just trying to, make some money to, like I said earlier, subsidize how much I'm actually spending on it, which is kind of embarrassing on itself, but it's kind of caused me to get kind of back interested a little bit in crypto. And, when I bought crypto a couple of years ago, I did it in a passive way, which is fine, which is you just buy it and just forget about it and expect it to, go up in value over time, which when you're talking about like the stable, like the big, not to say stable is never really a word that you can attach next to another spec. I mean, cryptocurrency is also a risky, speculative, a volatile and speculative asset, compared to buying a S&P 500 bond or a, whatever you put into your 401k or Roth IRA. Those are the, sane, regular things that anyone would be, any person that would be giving out any sort of thing that would be financial advice or even close to it. A lot of people will say, disclaimer, this isn't financial advice, but anyone talking about that would say you should have like, 90+% of your investments put into something like that, something that's stable, mainstream retirement account. So what I'm talking about is really should be limited to the maybe the 5 to 10% that you would have, that an individual would be willing to risk on something volatile and
okay.
inherently riskier. But lost my train of thought.
Man, listen, man, y'all, listen. Man, y'all we came over here, man. We done got some skin buying science tonight from Big Frank. You know what I'm saying? I let Frank do his thing. Listen, he say, God damn it, go invest in the video. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that.
Oh, so now he's not saying it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you just sit up here and talk for a goddamn hour and told these people this shit, and now you telling the people not to do it? Which one is it, Frank?
That's what's I talked for a goddamn hour because that's what's going on in my world. That's kind of what I'm spending a lot of my time and energy towards. Am I suggesting people do that? Hell no.
Oh, okay.
If,
He ain't
if
just
someone if someone's hear all that and think that they want to try it, I mean, it I think that's even worse of an idea than it is for me. You know, because for me at least, it's a game that I, spend a lot of my time and energy keeping track of, the market. So I have a very close relationship, and I know the goings on. I have my ears not only to the ground, it's glued to the motherfucker. So for someone that doesn't even play the game, to just kind of like jump in like that, it would be kind of, I guess, risky is the word, but Chinese people are doing just that. There are a lot of Chinese folks that, because of their government, they can't buy Western stocks. They can't buy crypto, right? So the Counter-Strike skin market over Q3 and Q4 of 2025 saw a ridiculous, it was a roller coaster ride the past 4 months. We had the market crash, but what kind of led up to the market crash, and it's based on the timing, you could almost think of the market crash as something Valve did in order to kind of like pull the emergency brake on what was happening already in the market, because prices of everything were just going to the fucking moon, right? And in a very inorganic way. It was a very synthetic, the price of stuff was like, you're looking at the price of like this item, or pretty much all the items were just going just nuts, vertical. And it's like, there's no like real fundamental or logical reason why they could. And the reason why they were going nuts is because there are, groups of Chinese investors, some of them with deep pockets, some of them that have like a following, that were doing a sort of, if you've ever heard of like a pump and dump scheme as relates to stocks. Well, they do the pump. They don't necessarily do the dump. They've pumped the prices on certain items to just, let's take for example, some of the darling examples of their, just how easily, not how easily, but how dramatically the market can be manipulated. So there are stickers in the game. You can put stickers on your weapon skins, and the stickers, will come in different collections. And there's also, whenever there's like a pro tournament, they'll have ones that for the stickers of the pro teams that year, or the player signatures that year. So there's thousands of them, right? So there was one particular sticker. It's not important which, but it was sitting at a price of about 75 cents or $1. And it was something that came out in 2021. So, for most of its life, it's been around that $1 mark. And, and early in somewhere around by 2025, early this time last year to May, it may have made its way up to $2 or $3, but somewhere around September, mid-September, the price of this, someone notices like $15. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, this is nuts. And I saw that and I thought, that's crazy. And then, the next day you look and it's like, it's 30 now. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. What a wild ride that was. Like, that's the end of that, right? You think, of course, it can't go higher than that. What did it do the next day? It's at 50. That sticker went to just shy of or right at around $400 US before it crashed. So that one, they weren't able to maintain the price for I guess reasons that are, I guess, above my head. But there are certain items that the Chinese groups intend to pump and keep at like a certain value. There's a AK-47 skin called the hydroponic that has like cannabis leaves on it. So, the LOL 420 skin, as long as I've known the game, which is like 6 years now, that's been a $5,000 plus skin. And that's been a kind of a longer term project, but it's really within the scope of 2025 and the last half of 2025 that things did get crazy. Where, yes, in September, there was that one sticker that went crazy, but it was really early to mid October that pretty much everything. Nearly everything. When I look back right now, when I'm looking back at the price charts of items to try to get a feel for, all right, where has this been? Where has this typically been valued? Like, because I have to look at the past to try to understand, like, you know, an item. It's been through, like I said, it's been a roller coaster ride the past 4
So
months.
how do you know which items are like, so is the price determined upon the popularity of the items or the usage or what that particular person can use this item for?
Yeah, it's kind of basic supply and demand. So it's, you know, the more demand, just going to drive value. So, you know, but also supply, rarity, you know, digital scarcity in this case is a big part of it. You know, how rare the item is. And, you know, it's a very clever system that when you open a loot box, you know, chances are like 80% of the time it's like a blue level item, which is they call a military spec. And those are, you know, typically worth a lot less than the next tier, which the next 10% are going to be a purple. And then, you know, only 3%, the next category might only be 3% of drops. That'd be a red or covert. And then the knives and the gloves, those are about I think it's a 0.4% drop chance, you know, typically from cases. So about 1 in 350 or 1 in 400 roughly to get a knife or gloves from a case. But yeah, how much an item is worth, it really ultimately it's worth whatever the player base is willing to pay for it. You know, it's not worth any more than people are willing to pay, and how much people are willing to pay just hinges on player sentiment, popularity. You know, obviously items that are just cooler looking, you know, that are well loved are going to drive demand. And depending on how rare or how hard it is to obtain that item, you know, the rarer it is, the higher the price is going to be, of course. You know, there's plenty of cool looking items that, you know, because they were from a very popular case that's being opened by the millions, you know, weekly, there are just so many of them that, you know, there might be items that they were a covert or a red tier item. There's plenty of those that even being the rarest class of weapon skins would still, plenty of them that, you know, you used to be able to buy them for $5, $10, $15. Some of them. Others, again, due to basically popularity and scarcity, others would be worth far more. But point is, those red tier items, some of them used to be that cheap because when the market started to go vertical in October, Valve released a update that crashed it. And that update was that it allowed users to take 5 covert or quote unquote like red tier, like, so the rarest tier of weapon skins, take 5 of those and hit the button, and it would trade it into 1 knife or gloves, depending on depending on the collections that, like, if you put in 3 items from collection A and 2 items from collection B, you'd have a 60% chance of getting an item that was either a knife or a glove from the A boxes, and a 40% chance of a knife or glove from the B boxes, and so forth. So that immediately sent the cost of all the knives and gloves to dive by, like I said, about 50%, close to like 75% in some cases. Those prices rebounded pretty sharply in the next couple of days because in that market free fall, it was panic selling. It was just, you know, an irrational, reactive market. People were not selling on fundamentals. They just saw prices diving, and the fear took over that, oh shit, my expensive items are going to be worth nothing, you know, before a couple of days are out. I have to get out of this, you know, I have to get whatever money I can while I can. So there was so that
means you done bought some shit for $500, and then now you got to get out and you're trying to sell it for $4.
Yeah, there were a lot of people that were panic selling that either regretted it or, unfortunately for the clever buyers that were buying the dip, sellers were able to use a feature of the game that was only intended to help protect against scamming. So if you got scammed and your items got stolen, they put in a feature more recently that says you can reverse all trades, because if your account gets compromised, you could, they would just, a bad actor would take your items and trade it to one of their accounts. So typically until that new feature, you'd have to beg Steam and say, oh, please, can you restore my items? And they would tell you, no, sorry, like it's your own fault, basically, unless they did something wrong, they weren't gonna help you if you got scammed. But I'm sure their their customer support was just packed. They're just jam-packed every day with people like begging, like, please help me, I got scammed. Because people were constantly getting scammed. You'd see it all the time, right? Yeah. So they put in this feature where you could call back, you could reverse any trades that happened to be made from your account over a 7-week period. So what happened is a lot of people that panic sold for like way less than, let's say someone had an item that was trading for about 10 grand. This change happens, the market crashes, they sold it for 3,500, this is not like a hypothetical, like this could be like a literal example of what happened. They sold it for 3,500, but in the next 48 hours, you saw the price recover to about 5,000, 5,300, whatever. So they're thinking like, shit, like, if I could bring it back now, I could sell it, I could either just have it back and, hope it recovers back to 10 grand, or I could have it back and I could now sell it, try to sell it again. Now that's back at 5,000, right? So a lot of people did that. A lot of people that were savvy and that were buying a dip, unfortunately, saw that the items that they had got yanked right out of their hands because the sellers did used the reversal feature, which is sad. It's sad for smart investors that were buying, and it's kind of a scumbag thing to do. You made a deal, you sold your item, but then to go back on that deal and say, no, sorry, I changed my mind after the fact. Typically you wouldn't be able to do that, but again, this is a feature of the inherent risk of doing trades off of the Steam marketplace, the Steam community market. If you bought your item, if you bought the dip, if you bought it off the Steam market, off of the legit site, then yeah, it was yours. Like the seller could not reverse an item that they sold on the official market. But seeing as how most of the volume of the higher end skin and item trade happens on other websites, and from Valve's eyes, all they see is that an item got sent from one account to another. They didn't see any money change hands, but they did see the item move. So, anything that doesn't happen under their supervision, it's like basically like, good luck. You brought this on yourself. So,
well, Frank, appreciate you for being informative. Frank, put your you still do your thing on Twitch?
Not as much as I used to, but I'm always trying to.
Why you stop?
I guess just getting discouraged because doing it for 40 some hours a week at least, and hardly having anyone in there. It's just a ghost town. So just kind of got sick of doing it. But I'll get back on the horse.
That's how it be, Frank. You gotta, what I'm saying?
You gotta grind.
Gotta grind, gotta build it up, Frank. You know what I'm saying? You trying to making it sound like you ain't built for the grind, Frank. But anyway, man.
Yep.
Listen. Woo, Frank then came in here and gave us a handful.
That's all I'm good for. That's the only interesting stuff I have to talk about.
Oh shit, Frank then gave us a handful. But listen, you know what I'm saying? We done reached that 2-hour mark, that 2-hour point. Frank, I'm saying go ahead and close us out with a few good words to the people, man. Tell the people go ahead and buy some skins.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say that, but watch your money. You put your money, use your mind, not your heart. Follow the data, I guess.
Follow the data and use your mind when it comes to your money and not your heart. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go against those words, but You know, man, y'all heard what Big Frank say. Go buy them damn skins. You feel me? Go buy them damn skins. And you know what I'm saying?
If your heart happens to agree with like the data, if it's something that, you know, on paper, you know, has the fundamentals of like looking an investment like looks good, it's agreed that it's good, but also you're personally, you know, you feel like you vibe with it, then double. So I guess that's a good case to follow your heart. But no, I'm not going to tell people to.
Hey,
you didn't hear it from me.
Well, Big Frank, it was good talking to you, man. I'm glad you popped up on the screen, man. You know what I'm saying? It felt like you had something to say. So, you know what I'm saying? You got that off. Hey, man, Brian, 31 is 8. Can't forget about the is 8. Brian in the building, man. Appreciate you, boy. Uncle P, appreciate you, man. Y'all know what I like to say, man. Listen, y'all, let's keep everybody in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. Again, let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. And don't forget to master those 5 key components of life. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration, man. And big ups to all my kings and goddesses that's moderators in the chat. Big ups to my moderator that's on the panel with me tonight, man, that came up here, man, and told you people how to about the politics of buying skins and shit. And it damn near sounded like, you know what I'm saying, like, and it really is like stock market shit. So, like, man, y'all should have been listening to Frank, man. Frank was, you know what I'm saying, handing out some, you know, talking about little tools and fuse to the people. But listen, man, I had a good time with y'all tonight, man. Gotta get up, make them donuts. But we will be back in the building tomorrow for Toxic Tuesdays. So make sure y'all tap in and tune in. And go follow my boy, man, Philosophy, www.twitch.tv Philosophy. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You say just look at Pokemon. Yeah, not only Pokemon cards, there's other cards too. I got a homeboy at the job that be buying One Piece cards and all these different type of cards, and he was saying like he buys certain boxes as well. So I'm in tune with everything that you like. I'm on top of everything you was saying, Frank. You feel me? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The one card could be worth this or yeah. So I mean, I know with the money and the crypto, you know, certain things, yeah, but I know what facts. But it was interesting. You know, and maybe people, you know what I'm saying, y'all can get off into that. If not, you know what I'm saying, oh well. But again, man, I'm finna go ahead and get up out of here, give me some rest. Make sure y'all tap in, man, every Monday through Thursday, 9 p.m. Central Time, you know what I'm saying, for Bearded Conversation, every Friday for Bearded Studios, every Saturday night for the Bearded Lounge, and every Sunday for the Tabernacle. And just stay in tune, man. You never know when that midday gonna be coming at you. Hey, also, y'all, tomorrow at 7 p.m., I will be on another Brothers panel, Sonetta TV. I'm gonna try to share the stream to my audience. We got an Israelite brother, Uncle P. You make sure you there at 7 if you can, Uncle P. I got an Israelite brother that's challenging my well, I'm not gonna say challenging. I got an Israelite brother that wants to have a discussion about masonry, and you know, and things like that. And he, you know, I got a little 30-minute clip up of it. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I'm saying, prior to, well, I'm gonna say prior, earlier on some of the, you know what I'm saying, what we was, you know. But tomorrow, man, at 7 p.m., man, we're gonna get into a discussion about masonry, you know what I'm saying? So me and this Israelite brother, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna be talking, and I don't know what he gonna come with. Personally, don't care what he gonna come with, because again, you know what I'm saying, everything he got is gonna be hearsay. Even if he do present some facts, it ain't. Well, I ain't gonna even say present some facts, but bring some evidence or try to provide some evidence for a fact. But it should be fun. It should be a good conversation. So make sure y'all tap in and tune in for that. And like I say, Toxic Tuesday. I'm gonna probably give them about an hour and a half of my time. I ain't gonna give them too much. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, that's what it is. But anyway, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in. All superheroes don't need capes, but they still need their theme music. So to all my superheroes, all my Beardonians, and all my beautiful people, you know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all know what I like to say, man. Y'all know what I like to say. Hey, go support those who support us, because I support them until further notice. And those that fuck with us. Those that don't, fuck with us anyway.
You know what it is, TMB the monkey man, you know what I'm saying? know something like something, bitch. FaceTime my playground where we ride on foes, sip on foes, trunk on glow, light for show, TV, no logo. When you see me on the late night with Bearded, having convo, Acres home, fofo, Uncle P in the chat. Excuse my manners while me and Peso pass gas. I'm trying to get a bag. Why these niggas mad? Chocolate tie with the thick thigh, Vanna Black, like and subscribe. Early morning with King, that's a grand rising. I might just hit the gritty, I might just hit the Heisman. 2 Hill, that's Nike fam. Acres home, that's where I am. TMB with Monkey Man, that's on your channel now. Ooh, ooh, ooh. TMB with Monkey Man, he's an animal. TMB with Monkey Man. TMB with Monkey Man.
No, it is TMB with Monkey Man, now.
I'm on your channel.
Beardedconvrsation, you know what it is, homie.
TMB with Monkey Man. TMB with Monkey Man.
Smoke some bitch like Pimp say.
TMB with Monkey Man. I'm
2
on
Hills,
your
what's
channel.
up, baby?
TMB with Monkey Man.
He's an animal.
Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man.
Hey, y'all know what it is. When we come together, may we always meet on the level. Once we're in each other's presence, may we always be humble and plumb. And when we leave each other's presence, may we always part on the square. Some to be, some to be, some to be, so may it be, man. Peace, y'all. Y'all come back now. Yeah.